So this is a quick walkthrough of how we build dashboards for agencies running multiple DTC clients. I think the architecture problem most people kind of skip past. It's having a working demo that you can actually click through yourself. So the issue with agency dashboards, it's not really like about building, it's more about having the architecture that serves the two views. So the per client view is what your client expects. The portfolio view is what your account director wants to look across all clients. So 2 URL, same data source, the engineering lives in normalization. Meta's conversion is not Google's conversion, and they're not Shopify's. So, we sum them natively, and it's the same purchase, and it gets counted 4 times, which is a big problem. So most dashboards are kind of lying about this, but this one-on-one doesn't. So here's the per client view. Single brand, 6 metrics, daily conversations chart, channel breakdown underneath. Revenue is a redacted chip on this demo for obvious reasons. Notice the freshness chips at the top, ads pull in every hour, and web every 6. CRM nightly. So that cadence is set up per source because each platform kind of punishes you differently for hammering its API. The orchestration layer behind this handles all of it on schedule, and then the client gets a clean view, doesn't actually see the plumbing, doesn't actually care. So now to the portfolio view. You can toggle up here and you can get the portfolio view. So it's the same data source, just a different audience. So this is what the account director would be looking at. Now it's the full box of clients, like ranks in a table, conversion source, attribution per row, drill through on hover. The portfolio view is where agencies, well, the leadership really lives. It actually answers questions like, which client is losing efficiency this month without opening 5 separate tabs and 2 URLs on one stack underneath. So no duplicate work. So this is the bit that's actually pretty hard. It's the normalization. If you click any conversions title and the inspector opens, 4 sources, 4 definitions of conversion. Google counts a click-through, 30-day default, attribution window, of course. Shopify counts a completed checkout. Klaviyo, however you say it, counts an email-driven session. So that's resulted obviously in revenue. And then they sum them natively so you can see a number 2.5 times bigger than the truth. That same purchase gets counted by Meta because that buyer saw it, by Google because they clicked the search result, and by Shopify because they checked out, and Klaviyo, of course, because they've opened an abandoned cart email with the same purchase. So 4 credits. The reconciliation rule on the right is what fixes it. So that's a conversion with the client because every brand prioritizes differently. The single normalized number at the bottom is what actually goes in the client's title. The native sum chip above it is what is in their dashboard. It's what they're showing them. So the delta is a line. So there's 2 things this doesn't solve. First, the brand aligned design layer. The template gives you, 70% of the way, feeling like on brand for client. The last 30 needs a human design pass for every account. And that's, a lot of real work. The dashboard tells you what's happening in real time. It doesn't tell you why. And the why obviously is, a strategic doc probably separated, a creative view, a buyer interview, different systems, different problems, but it's worth being honest about both. So that's the architecture. This demo URL is in the description. You can have a look through if you want. Click through it, check the normalization expector. This is the part most teams kind of care about because it's, seeing how it actually works is very key. And, just drop a comment if there's a specific piece of your stack that's tripping you up. And I'm happy to dig in and help out. Cheers.